problem with authority, but it was only jobs worth bosses that used to bother me. Sad little losers trying to act important, who if they weren't doing that would probably be traffic wardens. I couldn't stand them, all the office busybodies who get snotty over money in the kitty for their coffee. The final straw came when I lost my cool and shouted, I hate your stupid biscuits, what are you gonna do about it? At the time getting sacked seemed like a catastrophe, but looking back it was the best thing that could have happened to me, cause it forced me to make an important decision, either find another job or try and be self-sufficient. And I almost chose the former, but I'm glad that I didn't, cause working for myself is even more rewarding than envisioned. And now I couldn't ever be an employee. I still hate my boss sometimes, but at least it's me. If you're overworked and underpaid, and if you hate the person that runs the place, if you're scared of getting laid off just cause you take a day off, do yourself a favour and quit your day job. If you're overworked and underpaid, and if you hate the person that runs the place, if you're scared of getting laid off just cause you take a day off, do yourself a favour and quit your day job. People thought I was crazy and tried to dissuade me. There's a recession on, haven't you seen the news lately? Telling me statistics that I didn't want to hear, like 9 out of 10 startups fail in their first year. But I didn't let other people's fear discourage me, and soon I became director of my own company. We had our own website, business cards and flyers. Now the only thing that we needed was some clients, but that was easier said than done. Have you tried cold calling? It's not much fun. Is Mr. So-and-so there?
No, he's not, I'm afraid. Can you call back tomorrow?
That's what you said yesterday. But eventually we got lucky and landed a few, and through word of mouth they expanded and grew. I guess the sayings that you hear about business are true, cause it's really not about what you know but who. If you're overworked and underpaid, and if you hate the person that runs the place, if you're scared of getting laid off just cause you take a day off, do yourself a favour and quit your day job. If you're overworked and underpaid, and if you hate the person that runs the place, if you're scared of getting laid off just cause you take a day off, do yourself a favour and quit your day job. We've grown in size now and we've taken on staff. When I look back at our early work it makes me laugh. We've gone from one-man bands to blue chip brands, and we've gone from charging hundreds to charging grands. But the journey hasn't been a smooth one the whole way. You get clients who are sent to test you every day. It's a permanent struggle, and when they finally pay, along comes the tax man to take it away. And I've almost quit on more than one occasion, but I've got my partner to thank and his skills at persuasion. He said every business has challenges it faces, it's the ones who don't give up that are the ones that make it. And we've come a long way, but we've got longer to go. What does the future have in store for us? I don't know, but one thing that motivates me more than pounds and greed is knowing that whatever does happen is down to me. My advice, if you want to do this as well, is think long and hard about what you're planning to sell. Take your time researching the market to determine if there's any demand for your product or service. Work out what it is about your offer that's unique, cause you don't want to just rely on your price to compete. Think about existing contacts that can help you, cause people you already know are much easier to sell to. Try and find a like-minded business partner, cause doing all this by yourself will be 10 times harder. Make sure that your skill sets complement each other, so that way you know that you've got all bases covered. Do some work for free or for very little money, so you got some examples to show in some case studies. Think about who it is that you want to work for, and when you've finished, don't be afraid to ask for some more. Don't do any work without protection in place. A contract is like a condom, so please play it safe. You wouldn't go bareback with someone you just met. Well, this is the same, so don't do something you'd regret. Be selective and don't be scared to say no, especially if the client's budget is too low. The small ones will cause the most trouble you find, cause they pay the least money and take up the most time. Always keep an eye on your cash flow, cause if it runs out it doesn't matter how much you're owed. And don't ever forget to put some aside, so when the tax man arrives you don't get a surprise. These are just a few of the things I've been taught, but I'm sure over time that there'll be many more. Finally, whatever you do, enjoy, cause if you don't, you gotta ask yourself, what is the point? If you're overworked and underpaid, and if you hate the person that runs the place, if you're scared of getting laid off just cause you take a day off, do yourself a favour and quit your day job. If you're overworked and underpaid, and if you hate the person that runs the place, if you're scared of getting laid off just cause you take a day off, do yourself a favour and quit your day job.